Do you enjoy paying twice as much to rent your music? According to Wall Street Journal, that's exactly what you're doing if you pay for a monthly music subscription service. They say that on average, someone who doesn't subscribe to Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, or those types of things will likely spend about $51 a year on music. Subscribers to those services, however, pay $120. Does this make you rethink music services, or are there other benefits to subscribing that just don't show in the numbers? Lewis, what do you think?
I can't wrap my head around the whole concept of streaming music. Like paying to stream music. And the reason for that is because I've always liked owning my own music, and it's not that I buy a ton of music, but I just like, I want to listen to it when I want to listen to it without having to worry about whether I have an internet connection or not. And just the fact that there's so many free legit ways to get music nowadays. There's YouTube. Spotify has their free tier. Pandora, RDO, Slacker. I mean, I just don't see the reason for paying $10 a month for the rest of your life, or for the rest of your life, because there's not going to come a point where you're going to say like, I'm done with music, So pretty much for the rest of your life, you're going to pay $10 a month.
You save money the shorter your lifespan.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, for me, there are kind of perks to overpaying that the numbers don't just reveal. Like, I subscribe to Google Play, and I actually kind of love it. I used to never buy music at all, and so I was stuck listening to the music that I had when I did buy CDs back in my younger days. So I was stuck listening to like a lot of Stone Temple Pilots and Weezer and Pearl Jam and things like that, really revealing my age. But I started to feel kind of stagnant and realized I was becoming one of those people who their only musical knowledge is the stuff that they listened to growing up on the radio, and I wanted to break that. So the $9.99 that I pay is, it's kind of insurance against my musical taste stagnating, insurance against growing old, at least musically. But knowing that I'm paying that $9.99 kind of forces me to engage with music in ways that I never did before. So it's like, well, I paid $10 this month. Like, what new album did I hear to make it worthwhile? It's kind of like a pressure system for me, because I need more stress in my life. Am I listening to enough music? I don't know. Dan, what do you think?
Well, this is the thing. I'm kind of with you on this, Jeff. I pay the $10 a month for the premium subscription to Spotify, and I personally have like a music collection of about well over 150, probably closing on 200 gigabytes of music that I own. But during the course of the day, like when I'm working, it's like I don't want to have to fiddle around, open a folder, go through all 10 bazillion, subfolders to find like something to listen to. Or if I don't want to listen to an entire discography, I can just like pick around, but it still takes forever. The reason I like the subscription-based aspect is I could just go and see what they've got, what's new on tap, and just like click it and listen to whatever it is. Or I can click on Rush and get their entire discography right there and just let it play all day long.
Right.
I personally like the subscription thing. Am I going to pay more? Probably. Am I listening to albums that I already own? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the ability to pick and choose in a much quicker fashion than having to do a search or spend 3 days making out 18 different playlists,
right.
For what I already own.
I totally agree about the discovery is so key, because when left to my own devices, when I just had my music library, it was kind of like, guess it's Weezer's Blue album again. And now it's like I could start a radio station, and I know there are free services that do that. And Lewis, you brought up all these free services that do exactly what I'm paying for, which is making me rethink paying for it. But I still, I need the music discovery. I need the pressure. Otherwise, like I said, it's just going to be Stone Temple Pilots from here on out.
Well, the funny thing is, it's like there was a period of time where I was on this big, dark industrial death metal kick where I was listening to a lot of Slayer and Marilyn Manson and all this, and I forgot that it shows up on your Facebook feed. And no, but this is the funny thing. It's like nobody said anything about all that. I play one Kelly Clarkson song, and my Facebook blows up with people criticizing and condemning me. So.
So there are downsides to streaming as well that aren't revealed in the monetary thing at all.
Like judgment from your friends.
Well, that's our 2 cents. What's yours? Is paying for a streaming service worth it? Are there things about it that you like, or would you rather just pay and own it? Pay less a year and own music, or pay more and discover so much more? Leave us your comments in the comment field below. For DealNews.com, along with Louis Ramirez and Dan Ledbetter, I'm Jeff Somaji. Goodbye. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't know what that
is. Like musical inception right here.